In a world of wonderful weapons and warframes, we often want what's best as far as builds go, and this is a series about not doing that and instead going for the worst builds that don't really make sense and you never really see. This one is going to be focusing around disarming the enemy and generally making it so that they can't kill me. So I'm going to be using Loki Prime, who has a innate disarm ability, and I'm going to be using the irradiating disarm mod, which will inflict radiation upon them. I've got things like casting speed, power and range, and efficiency and flow, all your standard stuff. And yeah, Cunning Drift, which increases the power range, although minimally. Then I've got the Ignis with a radiation proc, so I can try and irradiate the enemies and make them attack each other, just so they're not attacking me, I guess. And overall, this is just going to be a very pacifist build. Obviously the Halicar to disarm the enemies and the Maradetron for more radiation. So I'm going to be trying not to kill the enemy themselves, but getting them to kill each other, so I'm going to be a manipulative arsehole in this, essentially. I will be going to Ceres, so it's kinda high level, and I will be doing a Grineer survival mission. Honestly, I think this will work out better than I expect it to, but I'm not getting my hopes up for this one. I think I'm still going to fail pretty badly. So my Ignis has a decent amount of status chance on it, but it won't be inflicting it like 100% of the time, so it's going to be pretty unreliable if I'm honest. If I just say do a spray here, then the enemies are going to begin attacking each other, but just to get used to this, I am going to start with doing some disarming, and then they will go and attack each other. I'm not sure how much they're going to be damaging each other. Honestly, I've never messed around with radiation and its effects. I know it can be effective, and it is one of the more viable late game things, but it's just, I guess it's not my play, so I would rather kill the enemy myself than let them kill each other. But it does save a level 35 enemies, and they're using Provers. They are, this is watching a battle between two Grineer. They are actually killing each other, which honestly I didn't expect. I kind of thought status chance was so, I guess, pointless. I know you can get CC, and oh Jesus Christ, I forgot how good the Ignis was. I know it can be good at stunning enemies, but in ways of doing damage, I've never known how to use it properly. I am in a spot of trouble here because I haven't got any energy. Maybe I should... you see, the concept of the Halicar, the melee weapon, fuck, I just get grappled by a scorpion. Yeah, I need to get used to dying. It's a staple of the worst Warframe builds series. So the Halicar is a Grineer throwing weapon similar to the Glaives, and when you throw it at an enemy, it doesn't disarm. Oh yeah, it disarms them, it doesn't stun them. I think it stuns them as well, but it disarms them. But it's a throwing weapon, so how many enemies are you going to be able to disarm with this? And I don't even think it's a 100% chance to disarm. So compare that to Loki's ultimate, and what reason is there to use the Halicar? It seems like one of the most useless weapons. You see how easily I disarmed enemies there versus my flailing with this thing, which now, due to the charge weapons or charge attacks being added, the time it takes to throw it is just ridiculously high. You see, I ended up killing that guy instead of actually disarming him. What about this one? There we go. I got a successful disarm off. But I think the Halicar is one of the weapons that is always going to be useless. Even if they buff it and add damage or something, there's always going to be better weapons. What are these guys doing? How much? It doesn't even do that much damage. Alright, I need to not make the mistake of letting life support just go. And I'm also setting myself a challenge of not using invisibility, because Loki, as a lot of people believe, is pretty broken and very easy to play as. So if I just use invisibility, then this won't be a challenge, and it won't be one of the worst builds either. It will just be a pretty easy one, as I've said. So I will stick to using disarm, but if I can even get to the bloody life support on time. Where is the life support? I've just been running after capsules, but where are the pods? I'm going to fail it. I am at this rate going to fail. I really need to find it. If it's not through like this wall. Wait, that's one. All the pods are up here. What have I been doing? Okay, right, if I can, I've got like 7 seconds effectively. If this is a pod, then yes, that is fine. Clutch. 3%, 2% and 32%. That's exactly what I wanted. I will activate another one just so it doesn't come to that. There don't seem to have been too many enemies coming at me. I think that might be a side effect of the radiation, because they've been staying in one spot instead of running towards me, because they've been attacking each other instead, and they've been disarmed. So the Ignis is definitely the MVP of this build. The irradiating disarm, it was useful. Yeah, you see there have been people just sitting here for some reason and are not really doing anything. Let's see if I can make use of the Maridetron to radiate them instead. The thing is, this thing just kills them too quickly. But I think if I can kind of keep up what I've been doing in making sure the enemies who are coming get radiated, and then they just attack each other, then it should be okay, but I'm still not killing them fast enough. And I think that's the issue in survival. Just staying alive doesn't do the job. I actually kind of do like radiation. I've always been more of a fan of gas, fire and electricity because of their, I guess, AoE. But radiation does have AoE in a way, well, I guess an unconventional way. It has AoE in that it makes enemies attack each other. So you are doing damage to enemies that you're not attacking. It's just not directly from you. Right, let's do Radiating Disarm again. Let's just see how fast it is killing people. Will I see affinity numbers pop up from them killing each other? That's another reason I've always been wary of using it. Because in ways of experience, does it work out for you? Is it good? Do you get experience from grenade killing grenade? I don't think you do. So, like, if you're farming Syndicate experience or Focus experience, then it's not going to work out too well for you. But yeah, I'm seeing no numbers pop up, and I did just see a drop. So I will assume I have now got evidence for that. I really do love the Maridetron, like the colours of it are really cool. And it's powerful. It's definitely one of the better secondaries. And it does have projectile speed, but it's pretty fast, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, this has turned into a worse Warframe builds to a weapon review, so I'm going to quickly stray from doing that. I think this works out pretty much as I expected, this build in general. The radiation is still not as fun to use as I think some of the other status chances are, but it is effective. And if you can get a reliable status chance percentage, as in higher than 60%, which I think my Ignis is at now, then if you're attacking enemies, it will be enough to set them off and start them attacking, because not only are they not attacking you, but they're doing damage as well. I think I've messed up here. I suddenly got 5% somehow. I don't know how that happened though. And there we go, I'm down to one more revive. So in fact, if I do compare this to the other terrible Warframe builds I've done, then this is, like, I've been dying a lot. And usually I make it to the 10-minute mark, I think. It's been a while since I've done one of these. But this is, I don't know, maybe I just haven't been inflicting radiation enough. Maybe I haven't been, or maybe I've been too aggressive. I mean, this is meant to be a pacifist build, and I've spent too much time killing the enemy instead of letting them kill each other. So I'm going to switch to the Halicar. I'll try and avoid using the Ignis and the Maridetron, which are my sources of damage. Can I disarm that heavy gun? And no, I can't. You see, the Halicar is cool. It's one of the more unique weapons they've done, but it's so useless. And if there are so many, in fact, no, are there many abilities that disarm enemies? I don't think there are. Oh, you just got punched by one of the grenade. Okay, I think this build has run its course, and I should get to extraction. But I'm going to set myself a challenge and not use the Ignis or even a Radiating Disarm to get there. I will stick to using the Halicar and see if I can manage on that alone. To probably spoil the rest of the video for you, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to struggle, especially to say that the enemies are only going to get more difficult than they are already. How do I get up? I really don't like the Grenier ship graveyard tile set, is it called? I believe it's technically called there. If I do run along here, then I think I should be fine. Like, I'm going to drop a decoy just to slow down the enemies' advance. But I think now the enemies are going to stop spawning. And there shouldn't be any ahead of me, but if there are, I should be able to handle them. So yeah, let's wait for the 10-minute mark. Let's see if I can go until then. And then let's struggle to get until that point. Alright, I've got the decoy here, so that should tank up a bit of damage. And I'm just going to use him as a chance to do target practice. I'm pressing E now. Okay, that took a very long time to come back. I don't know how there are disarmed enemies behind me. I thought they'd stopped enemies being able to teleport around. Also, this hasn't got radiation, has it? So in fact, all I can use this for is disarming the enemies and not turning them against each other. So I'm in a spot of trouble now. I will drop another decoy, and I will try and inflict some radiation. If I fire this from a distance, then it should just do radiation and not as much damage. Looks of damage fall off and everything. Let's drop another decoy. And, okay, there goes the life support. I wasn't paying attention to it. But yeah, this has been the pacifistic radiation-based Loki build. Generally not great. I can see why people don't play it. I did manage to get to 10 minutes though on a series. I think it's series survival. And I've done worse, I guess. I think. Maybe, possibly. I'm about to run out of health. I'm going to roll into extraction real quick. But yeah, this has been the worst Warframe build featuring Loki, your favourite broken Warframe. This is me, Evans of Z1. Please let me know if you have any ideas for other terrible Warframe builds, and this is me out.